finally, this election gives people the opportunity to act like complete dipshits, as we can see from this devoted Trump supporter in New York City.
The fact that he lived, he definitely just won the election. And if not, the people are going to know they stole it. Second of all, the fact that he got up, I didn't realize it until I got home, that they were trying to give us that Zapruder film moment of the Kennedy assassination live on television for 80 million people to watch. And they would have scarred your children, scarred your family and your nation for years to come like they did with Kennedy. And I'm just so happy that they didn't get that moment. And I hope Donald Trump gets Kennedy's head and his head carved into Mount Rushmore. Trump 2024. New York City, silent no more. We love you. And crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
I think someone should just give him a big rock and a hammer and chisel, and he could just go ahead and carve his own Kennedy and Trump into that and just pretend it's Mount Rushmore.
Truly, is his only barometer for like who a great president is like someone who's been shot at? Because I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that Kennedy and Trump had in common.
Yeah, and what do you think of that, Mr. Tramp? Well, I have a Kennedy on my cabinet. And how's that going? Well, he's not the only Kennedy with a hole in his head.
Can I ask Donald J. Trump a question?
Sure.
In the video, we saw Trump Tower. Is that where you live?
Yes, I live there all the time. And as a matter of fact, that guy just literally got a whisker. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. I had to throw that in.
One of these days, we'll have that conversation with Jeff. Jeff, you know the puppet's not real, right? We'll save that for often.
Well, funny story. When I was in Cleveland with him 8 years ago, one guy he was wearing a cowboy hat, real MAGA, sidearm, scary, Lee Harvey Oswald looking, comes up and says to me, why do you hate why do you hate Trump? And I was with Stand Together Against Trump. I had my talking points and he goes, I'm not talking to you. I was talking to him. And of course, my manager, he's like trying to get a cop. And Donald J. Trump said something and he goes, if that's how you feel about it, fine. And he stomps off. So yeah, he got into a fight with a puppet. So you're not the only one, Jeff.
Love it.
It would have been great. You shut him up though. That's great. Or Donald J. Trump shut him up.
Yeah, Donald J. Trump shut him up. April Brucker did not. April Brucker had to do that.
Legal disclaimer, it was Donald J. Trump. Actually, it would have been great if it would have been great if he had gotten into a fight with that puppet and then like he would have turned around and voted for Hillary Clinton probably. That would have been great. You could have been a miracle worker there.
Yeah, you could have been a miracle worker. What can I say? I'm huge. Well, and actually the funny thing is that in Milwaukee, after everything that happened, we hired a bodyguard, not for me, but for the puppet. The puppet was so famous that he had a bodyguard. Me, if I got shot, whatever, but the puppet had a bodyguard. I kid you not. And this was a former Milwaukee police officer who was built like a tank. And when I ran, he ran, and he was just amazing. And I love this guy. I'm not going to say his name because he prefers his privacy because of his work. But he was really good. So the puppet had a bodyguard. I did not have a bodyguard. The bodyguard was for the puppet. So this is where I'm at. My puppet is bodyguard famous.
Wow.
It's like I feel so inadequate now. Like I've gotten like a couple death threats. But it's like a puppet's gotten a bodyguard, and I haven't. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong, Donald J. Trump? Tell me.
Has the bodyguard, so what am I doing wrong? I feel.
So the bodyguard would have taken a bullet for Tramp, but not for you.
No, I would have been shit out of luck. Yeah.